I'm going live right now, just for a minute. Hello, world. I am Charles Nolen, and I'm broadcasting live on YouTube. And if you'd like to be a participant in my show, all you have to do is text the phone number you see on the screen. It's just that simple. This is a talk show. It can be about whatever you think is important in our day and time. And I know a lot of people are talking about George Floyd. They're talking about right-wing stuff, and they're talking about Antifa. They're talking about President Trump. They're talking about rules and regulations by the governors, the police, the mayors. It's time to talk about whatever we want to talk about. If you'd like to appear on the show with me, all you got to do is text me the number. I will text you back a link, and then you can be logged into the show, and we can talk about whatever issues on the top of your mind. And it's just that simple. And we'll get to as many people that want to log in by texting me as humanly possible. I have to open up my text device, so you can, when you text that number, it will go to my screen. I am doing that right now. And no one's texting, so I'm just hoping that YouTube has me up on their dashboard screen for everybody to see and check out at least. And I hope that you want to have something to say to the world, and I will definitely give you an opportunity. I believe that all races are equal, and everyone out there is my brother and sister in the Lord, and that we are equal, and that there should be no discrimination. I don't know what we need to do for any of the groups that are against the other groups, but we need to talk about it in order for anything to get done. So now's the time to put your best words forward, be seen, caring about your community and what your issues are, what you need help for, and get it out there. And that's the purpose of what I'm trying to accomplish here at the Charles Nolen Talk Show. If you'd like to be a participant, text the phone number you see on the screen down here at the bottom, over here, forgive me, and I'll receive that text, and I will send you back to your phone a link which will allow you from your phone or from your personal computer to log into my television program. And that would be great to have you, so you can talk with me. I don't have to be the only person in the world talking. I have a wife named Sally. She has her name is Sally FC. She has a website on Facebook under that name, Sally FC, Sally for Christ, and she has her own shows called Church on the Go, and we have another show called Seek the Truth. And as you know, President Trump's pretty upset at the editorialism that Twitter and Google and YouTube and all these large communication organizations are taking their, what they call their rights and liberties to extract, take down, delete our videos and our comments and our words because of terms of service that they've set up. And that's upset our president, but let's not just leave it at upsetting our president. It has upset us because every time we have a view that goes against one of these corporate giants, they take down our videos. And it's happened to us on Seek the Truth many times. YouTube has closed down our video and taken it from the public view. And we're not cursing in vulgarity. We're actually been licensed ministers in the Lord since 2010. We don't want to curse. We don't want to challenge anybody. We don't want to give the finger to anybody. We don't want to do anything stupid. We just want to talk about it and help people get through this. Again, if you want to participate in the show, call the number down here. Not call it, text it. And text it just hello and or text it with your name, best of all, so we can use your name on under your picture, and then you can come on and talk with me live. That would be exciting and fun. So I'm just setting this up, and I'm running it again, and I'm going to try and run it as often as I can, so eventually maybe somebody will get the courageousness and with their interest, because there's people out here that do want to say something, but they're just, God, they don't want to be on TV or anything. So how about this? If you text me, I need you to give permission for your audio and video, but if you tell me that you only, in your text, let me know, I only want to do audio, then we'll just have you do audio, and we'll say next to me the voice of, and whatever name you give me in the text. We can do it that way as well. Ultimately, I'd prefer if we could be seen together, not for any other reason than it looks better to have visual with audio combined here. And we are broadcasting live on YouTube. So hopefully they won't shut me down as I'm talking to you, because they can do that. They can see this live feed, and they can say, oh, he's talking against us. And I'm not talking against anybody. I'm trying to prevent us from being shut down by any organization for freedom of speech. And that's what the president's trying to do, to make it less likely that these large organizations that serve the internet can use the rules set up by government laws or whatever to protect them, so they can take the liberties to bring us down because of terms of service, or we're speaking about subjects that are in violation of their terms of service. And if they do, they can take us off, and then not only take us off, but the first time it's like 2 weeks, and then it could be like 6 months, and then it could be permanently. So would you want to live under this kind of fear? I don't think so. We need to change these rules, and we need to tell the corporations we want the liberty to be free with ourselves, so we can speak out to one another and be heard with one another. And this is what I want to do with my live program here, is to bring us all together so that we can see and hear. And as this advances, this talk program, maybe some of you can say, I'd like you to play this video on the program that I'm going to be on, and I'll do it. What else can I do? I mean, I want to try and do it, but I got to be careful right now until we get the word that the terms of service from these large organizations don't give them the right to just shut us down. I love the freedom they give us, but it's not complete freedom. It's not complete freedom of speech. I mean, if you start talking about things like COVID-19, you said it, we got to shut you down. So we got to be careful, is all I'm trying to say. And I need your help. I think you want to be a voice in the world, to be able to be heard, to talk about these things. I mean, let's talk about the president's trip to the church. Do you think that he staged that as a photo op, and he actually had the police tear gas the people?
Yeah, that was a lie. That
turned out, from real news, honest news sources, to be a lie. It might have been a can of fog, but it was not tear gas to hurt and do anything. There might have been some kind of fog stuff, but it wasn't gas that caused pain and irritation and stuff like that. It was to kind of, when you create a dense cloud of fog, you don't know where you're at in orientation to other things, and it kind of freaks you out, so you want to get out of it. That's also a good thing, because we don't want to hurt each other. We are brothers and sisters, and we need to take care of each other. And, that's our president of the United States, no matter who it was. Even if it was somebody I'm not too thrilled with, President Barack Obama. I wouldn't care what president it is. He's our president. And they need to be treated as president with the respect of the job. And that job is kind of like the biggest job in the world. So we just have, over the years, I'm about 60 years old this year, we got to respect whoever is being president. We just have to do that, because even though we need to be able to speak out and protest and be able to be heard and, have it not fall on deaf ears and actual actions get done, and like you call your congressman and you never hear from them. They never call you back. I have tried to call so many congressmen and senators, and I have very rarely, only Senator Rick Scott's office had a lady from his office call me back, but that was because I was live on his town hall meeting and he actually spoke to me. And then the lady actually called me back, but it didn't go very far. What was I trying to get a hold of the senator for? I had access to people who have access to the COVID-19 supplies. And I was ready to get those supplies in front of large organizations, government entities, and what have you. And I called every governor in the country or their office, and I tried to get a hold of them and let them know this by fax or by email or whatever it took. And as much as they were crying out at the time back in May, January, February, March, I was doing it March, April, and I got like 2 or 3 responses of interest, and then the interest just went away, and nobody hardly of the 150, 250 people that I contacted showed any interest in any of these supplies that I was able to have access to and get to them, drop ship to them within roughly 8 days. So, you all heard the country, oh, we need this, we need that, we need masks, we need that, blah, blah, blah. It just never materialized and I was one of the few people out there that had access to supplies from around the world, and not necessarily from China. Please don't think that I wanted to go to China. I had access to places in South America and other places to get, these supplies to these organizations in bulk quantity if they placed an order. And I got to tell you, it just never materialized. Nobody called back, very little interest in getting these supplies. But yet, on the news, we heard, we don't have enough this, we don't have enough that. And I was ahead of that game. And I got these things in order, and I tried my best to get those supplies to these people. And it just didn't make any sense to me why they wouldn't at least show some interest, investigate it, find out the truth, check out if the corporation was legitimate or not. Nothing. You couldn't hear a mouse squeak. It was just that quiet. Anyway, these are the kinds of things we want to talk about on the Charles Nolen Talk Show, and we need you. Yes, you to be a part of the show, because it's not just Charles talk. It's everyone has a chance to talk and speak up and speak what's on their mind. And it may not be about the coronavirus. It may be something else. It may be, in your community, the neighborhood's scaring me or the neighborhood's doing great. Our neighborhood seems like it's outside of all this craziness. You might have different stories, positive, negative, that you want to share and get out there. You might want to cry for help. You might want to say, thank you, Jesus. We want real people, brothers and sisters, all of you, to have a chance to speak up what's on your mind. And all you have to do is text this phone number right here, the number down here below my name. Text it with your name and let me know if you want to be on video or just audio. You can do video and audio or just audio. And we'll have you on. You can speak your mind to the whole wide world. And this will be saved on YouTube and get played over and over as long as YouTube doesn't pull it down and give me another slash for the type of content that I have. And as you can see, this content isn't very bad at all. I mean, I'm hardly saying anything. So, I believe President Trump is right to kind of put these large organizations in a position of having to give us our freedoms to be able to speak up. I mean, don't you want our freedoms to be able to be heard and for you to have an opportunity to hear people's ideas, thoughts, and opinions and facts? And can these facts be presented to you? Can I show you videos that are factual? And I've done this with other videos in the program Seek the Truth, and YouTube has taken them down. And it's because they might have presented somebody in a light that isn't perfect, but it's the light that the other news organizations are presenting to the world, and we should have a right to be able to discuss it with one another and share our ideas and get your feedback, which is what I want. Ultimately, I want your feedback and I want your participation in this program. Other programs just set this stuff. It might be weeks out. Like Dr. Phil. He sets this stuff up weeks in advance, maybe even a month or more in advance before you come onto his program. And then you come onto his program. I want instantaneous opportunity for people like you and people like me to be able to speak out in real time to the whole wide world and state what's on your mind. And I'll have different backgrounds, I'll have different lighting conditions, and I'll have you, most importantly, I'll have you on there with me. So, again, I'm just going to say for now, text this phone number down here, you see below my name. It's there somewhere. No, it's there. I just am having a hard time coordinating my hands to point to it. Below my name, it says text this number. That's what I need you to do. You text this number, I send you a link, you come on the program, but you want to specify whether you just want to be heard or whether you can do video and audio. And regardless of whatever you choose through the text, I need you to say yes to both mediums and then type in like a name and then click join to the link I send you back. And then when you get that link, you click on it and you'll go through that process. Then you'll go into what's called my green or waiting room, and then I will be able to bring you in from there. And hopefully we'll go and we don't want to curse and because we're pissed off and we're angry, but we want to tell these people the truth of how we feel without cursing and belittling everybody and stuff, because they'll just take the program and they will shut me down. It's pointless to just be angry and cursing and just really share how you might feel, for real. Because right now, we're subjected to the overseers and what their terms of services are and how they feel about keeping that program or that channel on. They may say, no, let's just shut them down. We can't keep taking a risk with them because they're setting up too much freedom and taking too many liberties, and the audience is growing by leaps and bounds, and this could be very bad for us if we let them stay up. We have to realize that they have the ability to do that until there's some law that we hear our president or some government or senator or congressman say, if you get shut down, you call this number and we will get it fixed right away. That's not happening, so we have to be careful. So we need people to be intelligent, state your thoughts. You can say, I am angry. You can cry. You can even yell if necessary, but don't curse and attack. You can't just go after them like you attack. You've got to think, I want a positive resolution to something. And how you're mad because they're doing this and it's affecting my people, and I believe these people are doing it and they're behind it, and I want to know what we can do, and tell the audience you want their feedback, and then they should text me and that you got on this way and all that, and I will. I just want to put people on because we need to know the truth, and we want to give people the opportunity to tell the truth to one another. You know it. Fake news. What is fake news? Everything? I mean, what do you trust today? Do you have any idea what to trust or who to trust? What is giving you instantaneous, real-time, I don't select you, you select me by watching me and saying, I'll send him an SMS message and give him my name and whether I want to be on video and audio or just audio. You select me and you want to be on this program. That's how it'll work. And it's just that simple. You text me at the number on the screen. I have to end this program right now, but I'm going to leave it up because that's the way to get it seen, and hopefully people will show interest in it. and they will start texting me that number, and I will send them links back. I may not be on the air at that moment, but I will send them links back when I go back on the air. I got a text from so-and-so, and hopefully they'll be joining me. And since telephones, mobile phones typically have instantaneous action, you'll get my link that I send you, and then you'll click on it and, agree to the video and audio, type in your name, click join, go into the waiting or green room, and then I can bring you on when I do another live episode. Hopefully you will have time when I'm doing my program to be able to do that. You won't be in the middle of work or a family situation or whatever it is. But whatever, I want you on. This is for everybody. There is no race. There is brothers and sisters, and that's what you all are to me and to my wife. And I want to let you know I'm looking forward to having you on and hearing your opinion. Just keep it clean, but state the truth. Keep it, no cursing. All right? All right. With love and the guidance of our Lord God, I end this program for now, and I look forward to receiving your SMS text messages with your name and the choice if you'll do video and audio or what you're going to do. So I know how to set it up when I see you come into the green room or waiting room. All right. God bless you, and we will again talk, because I'm going to try and do as many of these as possible, even if I'm alone, for now, because I hope it will grow in Jesus' name. Thank you.